afternoon. We are still going strong at the iFX Expo International. Our next guest is the co-founder of FundedNext, Galib. Galib, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Adonis.
Now, FundedNext was one of the first companies to be listed, one of the first prop firms to be listed in Deloitte's Fast 50 for the Middle East.
Yes.
Does a title like this from a major audit firm impact your brand and the sector overall?
I think it does. We'd like to believe it does. I think it's more of a testament of how far we've come and the fact that, it's also a recognition that goes not only for the company itself, but also validates a newer industry within the online trading ecosystem in so many ways. I think more of this is needed, and I think we're very proud to have gotten this recognition, but I think this one is for the entire prop trading industry and not only for FundedNext.
Now, FundedNext has always advertised large payout figures. However, many in the industry have raised questions about such payout claims because prop firms these figures are not audited by external providers.
Mm-hmm.
How do you assure traders then that these figures are accurate?
So, yes, there can be questions, but I think what matters is also what a company chooses to do in order to address those questions. Now, if you look at FundedNext, we don't claim that we have paid more than 300 million. We actually have paid more than 300 million to hundreds of thousands of customers. And what have we done in particular? What choices have we made in order to, truly earn that trust that, hey, these payouts are actually going to real traders like you and I? If you take a look at the payout methods across the board, there are many other payout methods. Like we can pay people out through bank payouts, we can pay people out through card payouts, but we also choose to work with partners like RicePay. And one of the core reasons behind that is the fact that the transactions are visible on the blockchain, right? And there's a real trader at the other side of that transaction. There are many websites now where you can go and check the total number of payouts on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, the highest daily amount of different prop trading firms that they've paid out. So there are ecosystems and websites built on top of the blockchain data already that actually validates that these payouts are actually going through. And at the same time, I think if you look at some bigger names like Prop Firm Match, who accumulate a lot of data from a lot of different companies, and we work very closely with them as well. So we actually have a direct API endpoint open to them where they can directly see the amount of time it's taking to process a transaction and also the volume of it. So we're not only saying that, hey, we are paying out a lot of money, but we're also showing it directly from our system. And at the same time, we do have something that we really pride ourselves with. We, for the last 2 years, have a 24-hour payout guarantee, right? So if you're requesting for a payout and it doesn't land on your account within 24 hours, you get $1,000 extra. Now, many may say, hey, we pay even faster. Yes, the fact that we have a 24-hour payout guarantee doesn't mean we paid at the 24th hour. The median trader gets their payout at around the 4th hour mark, and more than 30% of the payouts that we are giving out are instant now. So it goes before 2 minutes. So we've done a lot of infrastructure work in order to improve this payout experience, because if you really think about it, if you really break it down, all that a trader is subscribing to a prop firm for is that eventual outcome of getting that payout. And we want to make that experience as seamless, as reliable, as worry-free as possible. And yeah, I don't think there is any question whatsoever about the number of and the amount of payouts we've done over the years. And I think 300 million is a huge number. And I think that is the main USP of prop trading firms as well. The fact that the success is so visible, because when all that money goes to individual traders, they have something to show for it. They have a payout certificate. They have a QR code that is scannable that lands you back to fundednext.com. And all of that really bakes into that flywheel of, hey, I see my friend winning, so I can win too.
Now, the industry is still, it still exists in a state of regulatory ambiguity. Do you think that that is a good thing, or do you believe that regulatory oversight will be necessary for the industry to elevate it to the next level?
I think whether there is regulation or not, there will always be bad actors, right? There will always be companies who are here to make a quick buck, and there will be companies who are in it for the long term. Now, the current regulatory scope allows prop trading firms to promote a lot freely. I think that's something that's not going to be as easy or as smooth. But I think from a FundedNext point of view, from our company point of view, we're completely not opposed to it. In fact, we treat our operations in a way and try to optimize in a way where we are almost expecting it, so that whenever that day comes, now you and I both don't know when that day will come. It's up to the regulators, and we've been hearing about it for a while, and there have been speculations, but no real groundwork to show for it. So yes, we can have our assumptions that, okay, in a few years it may be there, next year it may be there, in a few years it may be there. But from a company standpoint, what we can do is optimize our operations in a way that it is already here, right? So whether it's personal information, whether it's data privacy, whether it's, of course, we don't deal with customer deposits or client funds, so I can talk about that from a prop trading standpoint, but all other aspects, we already treat it like, stricter regulations are here. So yeah, I think things have worked out so far. And even if regulation is introduced in the future, things will work out, and we're ready for this.
Speaking about regulated frameworks, you also entered the brokerage industry with FN Markets. You are not the only prop firm that has splintered into the retail brokerage industry. How does becoming a broker help your core industry, your core business?
I think if you really think about who are these people who are subscribing to a prop trading challenge, they are traders who perhaps are trading with different CFD brokerages, different futures brokerages, right? They're traders at the end of the day. And they figured, okay, I can get access to a much bigger capital without risking a lot of my own money. So why don't I do that? Now, when someone's getting a payout, it's not like prop trading is all they want to do, right? So even if I'm a prop trader, I still want to have my own live account. And when we talk with our customers, when we interview them, we see that trend, right? So if we have such a big audience that we are serving to, and they are not only trading prop trading firms, but they are also at the end of the day interested in growing their own portfolio, their own live accounts. So why not offer it ourselves? And it also kind of builds a complete ecosystem of, there is a multi-asset prop trading firm. If I'm a futures trader, if I'm a CFD trader, if perhaps in the future, if I'm a crypto trader, I'm a prediction markets trader, whatever I am, if I need capital, I can go to the prop trading firm. Now, if I want to trade with my own capital, then I go to the brokerage side, right? So I think it's a very natural expansion that makes a lot of sense for a lot of the companies. And you'll see this is the trend not only for CFD prop trading firms, but also if you take a look at the futures prop trading firms, they're also, getting that membership from the National Futures Association, NFA, and offering brokerage solutions on top of their prop trading solutions to send payouts to the brokerage. So I think this will only be a growing.
So it's a natural
trend.
progression.
Yes.
Is there a profile of a prop trader that will migrate to the CFD business? Have you created a profile? Do you know, for example, this kind of person that uses the prop trading model this way will eventually go to the CFD?
I think, many may believe that the prop trading clientele are newbie traders, and they are so wrong, right? We see it on our data, we see it on our onboarding survey data, we see it in the interviews. So the clientele is actually quite mature, and with maturity comes experience of trading with different brokerages, if that makes sense. With prop trading firms, if you look at their approach, it's very direct with the end user. What we see in the brokerage space, it's not a company. The company and its existence is not as connected with the end user. It's more like a facilitator who are facilitating the trading operation between the trader and the market. But with prop trading firms, the company is a principal party as well, because they're the ones setting up the challenge rules. They're the ones setting up the funded rules. They're the ones giving out the payouts. So it's a direct connection as a contractor with the trader. So you start building trust with the company, right? So to your question, are there specific profiles? We haven't seen a huge trend of it, like, hey, these are the exact criteria of people who choose to transfer their funds to the brokerage wing. But I would like to say that the overall pool is a matured pool who already have traded with different brokerages, who know trading for maybe 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 5 years at cases, who know what they're doing. And once they build that trust with that company and they've seen the company for what they are much more comfortable to, have their life capital sitting with the same group of companies.
Okay. Prop firms have always had relatively low barriers to entry in terms of cost and technology. Nowadays, how easy is it to launch a prop firm using a third-party technology stack?
Honestly, I think it's quite easy. The CRM that you need, the risk technology that you need, the bridge support that you need. And I think the builders of the stack of this industry have also seen the kind of growth prop trading firms have had, and they've also identified that there is business to be done here, and they've built a lot of infrastructure. So definitely, I would say that it is a much easier now more than ever. But at the same time, I think owning your own stack also gives you a lot of flexibility in terms of scaling, in terms of customization, because in prop trading firms, change is the only constant, at least for the time being, right? So there is always change. There is always a change in customer behavior, customer expectation, and how you gotta structure your incentives, your challenge and funded structures. So there's lots of customization that happens on the go. And I think having your own stack really helps in a lot of those regards. Yes, can you start a prop trading firm with the existing stack? Definitely. I think from a starter to mid-level to intermediate point of view, I think you can work it out pretty fine. But if you're at a certain size and if you're dealing with a certain kind of volume, I would prefer to have
Your
my
own
own
stuff.
stack. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
It was a
Thank you,
pleasure.
Adonis, for having me. Yeah.
It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you.